I am sure that you and your colleagues have to make many decisions in the running and maintenance of your business. But are you sure you know how to make the right decisions? How to make the right decisions all the time? Hello, everyone. I am Michael Zeischer, and this is the 65th in a series of short videos designed to help executives and entrepreneurs succeed with their enterprise. And with that, let us consider our first introductory slide. The title of this presentation is Strategic versus Managerial Decision Making. And I am going to be using my own book. It is called Zeischer's Practical Handbook of Entrepreneurship and Innovation. And it comes from chapter 11, which is called Strategic Planning. And more specifically, it is from section 11.10, is how to make strategic versus tactical decisions. Well, if we look at all of management, we can put it into visually and graphically into a pyramid. At the very top of the pyramid, at the apex of the pyramid, we have the C-level management or C-suite. These are the individuals who are chief something. Their titles are chief of something, chief executive officer, chief financial officer, chief operating officer. These are very, very high top, very high level individuals, and these are in the C level of the pyramid. Just below the C level, we have senior management. And by senior management, we mean people who make very important decisions. These would be the titles of the persons who are in the senior positions. You can have executive vice presidents. You can have divisional presidents. These are, again, individuals who are just below the C level, but in terms of numbers, we have a lot more senior members than C level. C levels are only a handful of individuals in an organization. There's only one CEO. There is only one COO. There's only one chief financial officer, CFO, and so forth. Now, below senior management, we have a much larger category that we're going to call middle management. Now, in middle management, we have the product managers. We would have titles like manufacturing manager, marketing managers, sales managers, and so forth. We're going to see pretty soon what is the difference between C-level, senior level, and middle level, middle management level decision making. So that's coming in a second. And at the bottom of the pyramid, we have the immense majority of management, and this is what we're going to call line management. And these are individuals who are involved, for example, in the procurement for the company, individuals who are involved in human relations, those that deal with the supply chain, and so forth and so on. Okay, so this is a very important part of what we want to talk about. The strategic decision making is usually reserved for only two levels of the pyramid, of the managerial pyramid: the C-level individuals and the senior management. Below the C-level and senior management that they make strategic decisions, middle management and line management make tactical decisions. And what we're going to do for the rest of this presentation is going to be what are going to be some of the major differences between strategic and managerial, or also called tactical decision making. So let's define what decision making is. As a general rule, decision-making is the process by which leaders can choose between alternative actions. There are many different ways in which to go. So which alternative action do you take will usually depend on what is the purpose for achieving very important corporate goals. So the important thing in here is you have a goal, and then leaders must choose between many different alternatives to try to come up with the best one for their specific circumstance. Now, we're going to now focus on strategic decision-making. Now, what is the difference between strategic decision-making and tactical decision-making? So if we take a look at strategic, it's going to be easy to understand what tactical is. So strategic decision-making is characterized, and here is the important part, is by a high degree of uncertainty. The more uncertain the process becomes and what kind of decisions you can make, the more strategic that decision would tend to be. And because of the fact that the degree of uncertainty is so high, and to try to make sure that we make the right decisions, this typically, in a typical organization, will require the service of highly skilled professionals who have specific skills in making those type of decisions that we call strategic decisions. So if we take both managerial and the tactical strategic decision-making, if we put it all together, decision-making as a whole, if we look at it from 30,000 feet, is synonymous with the whole process of management. And it is synonymous with the whole process of management for two very important reasons. The first one is, what are we going to do? How should it be done? How is it going to be done? What is it going to be done? When and by whom? What individuals are going to be charged with the responsibility of making sure that the decision is carried out? And when is that going to be done? So when and by whom should it be done? And number four, which is going to be very important and something which is done at the strategic level, is what is the allocated budget for the completion or successful completion of that specific decision making. Well, so now let's take a look at it on a side-by-side basis. On the left-hand side, we have strategic decisions, and on the right-hand side of the table, we have managerial, which we can also call tactical decisions. Well, at a strategic level, the policies of the company are done at a strategic level, at the very highest level of the corporation. On the other hand, those things that are going to be done on a day-by-day basis, in other words, the operating decisions, are usually reserved to the managerial staff. Also, we're going to be calling it tactical. Well, another one is if you have a decision which is non-programmed, something that comes out of the clear blue. Well, usually a non-programmed decision is a strategic decision. By contrast, a managerial decision or a tactical decision is programmed. That is, there are rules and regulations that more or less tell you what to do as far as the decision is concerned, and you have to follow those. Organizational decisions are usually done at a strategic level. However, once the organizational rules have been decided, that is usually the decision-making on a day-to-day continual basis. It is usually delegated to the managers. Another one, the longer-term decisions, those that are going to last 1, 2, 3, 5-year decisions are usually strategic. Managerial are either intermediate or immediate. So either one of the two. And that would be another one of the difference. And here is the fifth one. If you're going to be dealing with all the stakeholders of the company, and that's everybody in the company, that involves employees, it involves shareholders, it involves suppliers, it involves your customers. Those are all stakeholders of the company. Those decisions that deal with the overall stakeholders of the company are strategic decisions. Those that are more procedural, those that have already been decided as to what the rules, the regulation, and the statutes are going to be called procedural. Well, this is a very large topic on decision making. Let's say that this is going to be part 1, and we're going to continue with this table at the very beginning of part 2 of decision making. Thank you very much. Do you want to become a multi-millionaire or a multi-billionaire? Then start your own business and become an entrepreneur. Unless you have a rich uncle, I don't know of a better way of achieving your dream. So in order to help you out, I have put together a course entitled Secrets of Entrepreneurship from Soup to Nuts. And in this first page, I am showing you the first 5 lectures. And on the second page, I am showing you the next 5 lectures for a total of 10. This is a digital library. The lectures will come to you streaming at your convenience 24/7. And you can have unlimited viewing, and it's offered to you at only $49.95. In order to purchase the course, you can visit www.zeicherinstitute.com, where you can get all of the 10 college level lectures. They are actually at an MBA level. And every lecture will include the transcript of everything that is talked about, so you don't have to write anything. And if you purchase it now, you will get a free 30-minute personalized consult with your purchase via Zoom. So go right ahead and get started on your journey, and I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.